Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this Zoom class morning of Chaitanya Charitamrita. The text, the Lila is Adi Lila, and chapter 5, text 23 to 28. We're very fortunate this morning to have His Holiness Candramauli Swami to give a class. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Haribol, Jai Ho, glories to Prabhupada, my obeisances.
Hare Krishna. It's all yours, Maharaj.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam, Mathurā and Dvārakā nija-rūpa prakāśiyā, nānā-rūpe vilasaye chatur-vyūha haiñā. Translation. Lord Kṛṣṇa manifests his own form in Mathurā and Dvārakā. He enjoys pastimes in various ways by expanding into the quadruple forms. Vāsudeva-saṅkarṣaṇa-pradyumnāniruddha, sarva-catur-vyūha-aṁśī turīya, viśuddha. Vasudeva-saṅkarṣaṇa Pradyumna and Aniruddha are the primary quadruple forms from whom all other quadruple forms are manifested. They are all purely transcendental. Etina loke Kṛṣṇa kevala-līlā-maya nija-gaṇa lala khele ananta samaya. Only in these three places, Dvāraka, Mathurā, and Gokula, does the all-sporting Lord Kṛṣṇa perform his endless pastimes with his personal associates. Para-vyoma-madhye, para-vyoma-madhye kari, svarūpa prakāśa. nānā-rūpa karena viśuddha vilasaye. In the Vaikuntha planets of the spiritual sky, the Lord manifests his identity as Narayan and performs pastimes in various ways. Sarūpa vigrahaya Kṛṣṇera kevala-līlā-maya nānā-rūpe se tanu chatur-bhuja saṅka-chakra padma mahasvaya-maya Shri Bhu Nila Shakti Yanhar Charana Sevaya. Krishna's own form has only 2 hands, but in the form of Narayan he has 4 hands. Lord Narayan holds a conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower, and he is full of great opulence. The Shri, Bhu, and Nila energies serve at his lotus feet. In the Ramanuja and Madhva sects of Vaishnava, there are extensive descriptions of the Shri, Bhuj, and Nila energies. In Bengal, the Nila energy is sometimes called Lila energy. These 3 energies are employed in the service of the 4-handed Narayan in Vaikuntha, relating how 3 of the Alvars, namely Bhuta Yogi, Sara Yogi, and Branta Yogi, saw Narayan in person when they took shelter at the house of a Brahmin in the village of Kevala. The Pradyumna of the Sri Sampradaya describes Narayan as follows. Taraksha dirutena dadana babudavabham. No. Taraksha dirupam tada amuvadabham. Lakshmi dharam vaksasi pankajangsam hastadvayam sobita saṅka-chakram Vishnu dadashur bhagavatam adhyam ajanubahum kamaniya gatram pasvadvayam sobita bhumi-līlam pitambara bhusana Pusitagam Chaturbijam Chandaga Rusitagam. Translation. They saw the lotus-eyed Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, mounted on Garuda and holding Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, to his chest. He resembled a bluish rain cloud with flashing lightning, and in 2 of his 4 hands he held conch shell and disc. His arms stretched down to his knees, and all his beautiful limbs were smeared with sandalwood and decorated with glittering ornaments. He wore yellow cloths, and by either side he stood his energies Bhumi and Nila. There is the following reference to the Shri, Bhu, and Nila energies in the Sita-Upanishads. Mahalakshmi devasayam bhinna bhinna rupa chetana-chetanatmikam sadeva trividya bhavita sakta atmam itcha shakti kriya shakti shaksha shakti ita itcha shakti trividya bhavati Sri Bhumi Nilatmiki Maka. Mahalakshmi, the supreme energy of the Lord, is experienced in different ways. She is divided into material and spiritual potencies. And in both features, she acts as the willing energy, creative energy, and internal energy. The willing energy is again divided into three, namely Shri, Bhu, and Nila. Quoting from the revealed scripture in his commentary on the Gita 4.6, Madhvacharya stated that Mother Nature, which is conceived of as the illusionary energy Durga, has three divisions, namely Shri, Bhu, and Nila. She is the illusionary energy for those who are weak in spiritual strength, because such energies are created energies of Lord Vishnu. Although each energy has no direct relationship with the unlimited, they are subordinate to the Lord because the Lord is the master of all energies. In the Bhagavad Sandarbha, text 23, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu says, the Padma Purana refers to the eternal auspicious abode of Godhead, which is full in all opulence, including the energies of Shri, Bhu, and Nila. The Mahasamhita, which discusses the transcendental nature and form of the Godhead, also mentions Durga as the potency of the Supersoul in relationship with the living entities. The internal potency acts in relationship with his personal affairs, and the material potency manifests the three modes. Quoting elsewhere from the revealed scriptures, he states that Shri is the energy of Godhead that maintains the cosmic manifestation. Bhu is the energy that creates the cosmic manifestation. And Nila, Durga, is the energy that destroys the creation. All these energies act in relationship with the living beings, and thus they are all together called Jiva-maya. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Name Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Paschatya De Satarine Vanchakopa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Parashya Shakti Vivahaya Suyate Svabhaviki Jnanam Balakriya Cha. Swatara Upanishads says that the Lord has multifarious energies, and these energies work according to his will. By these energies, he maintains, he expands, he destroys, and he creates various situations by which the living entity are bewildered or elevated in their consciousness. His energies are innumerable and uncountable. He has 16 main energies, and Shri, Bhu, and Nila are the three main energies that's mentioned here in the very bottom of the purport. If you go to the bottom of the purport, you'll see here, Bhu is the energy that creates the cosmic manifestation. Nila, don't do that. Take the blue out. Yeah. Nila, Durga is the energy that destroys the cosmic manifestation, and Shri is the energy of Godhead that maintains. So there's maintenance, creation, manifestation, and destruction. And these manifest in forms of the demigods, who are personifications, or agents for making these energies manifest. So everything is personal. There is no impersonal aspect about God. Even the energies are personalities. They have forms and they also have activities. But they work directly under the control of the Supreme Source, Krishna. And so you'll see here, Durga's mentioned. The Bhu energy manifested herself as Vishnu Priya when she came to material world to associate with Lord Chaitanya and then become his wife. She's the Bhu energy. And the Nila energy is also a personality. And the Nila energy, or the Shu energy, is the cosmic manifestation for creation. And so all of these energies are not separate from, and they work in conjunction with the will of the Lord for the sake of maintaining the material world, or for the Lord to prepare his pastimes in the spiritual world, where he is not at all seen other than who he actually is. He cannot be seen by our eyes, but we can imagine some form of the Lord, but that imagination is simply what it is, imagination. But his form is there, Krishna, standing in threefold bending form, manifesting his energies as creation, maintenance.
Looks like Maharaj is frozen. Can you guys hear him? Anyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So these different energies, we have to understand they're not separate from the Lord, and they work in relationship to the Lord. So there's only two things in existence, the Lord and his energies. And we also understand that the energies of the Lord is also non-different than the Lord, because they manifest the Lord in different ways. So therefore, in one sense, everything is the absolute truth, either in the energy and in the personality of the absolute truth, the Supreme Lord. So we are also an energy of the Lord. We are called Vibhinamsa. There's Swamsa and Vibhinamsa. Vibhinamsa is the jivas in this material world. The Vibhinamsas are innumerable, and they exist on all planets throughout the universe in different forms, actually in 8,400,000 forms of life. The living entities manifest themselves. And within the forms, there are varieties. And so one cannot possibly even imagine how many living entities are in the material world. It's not possible. One can only understand everything through so one should not become bewildered by the energies, and one should take shelter of the source of energy. That is Swamsa. Swamsa is the Lord, and Vibhinamsam is us. So we are also energies. Everything is energy, actually. And if you understand the science of energies, then you can move energies in different ways and get a certain result based on that type of movement. So everything is, therefore, mantra, there are so many kinds of mantra. Mantra actually changes the energies or the consciousness that formulates a certain type of consciousness, and that energy will cause one to think and act differently. So one should think about that because everything is ultimately God or his energy, that's all. So mantra means to deliver the mind. And then there's Maha Mantra, which is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's why simply by sound vibration, which is called Sabda Brahman, one can change the consciousness and one can even move material objects simply by sound. So sound is powerful, and sound is one of the energies of Krishna for the sake of maintaining the material world. There is also spiritual sound, or we might rightly say there is only spiritual sound and material sound. Yeah. And material sound is simply bringing the consciousness down into the lower levels of existence, the modes of passion and ignorance. So therefore, one should stay connected to spiritual sound. Because if we don't stay continually connected to spiritual sound, the material sound will bring our consciousness back into the modes of material nature. So you have to understand how subtle energies are and how they work in such a subtle way that we're not even aware how they're working. So one should, in order to ensure themselves to not be victimized by the inferior material energy, one has to connect their consciousness with spiritual sound vibration, which is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, or various transcendental sounds like Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya, or Narayana Parat Sarve Nakushyata Navidyati Swapam Apam Vargasya. So there's different sound vibrations. It's a nice exercise. Just pick up the Bhagavatam and read the verses. We love reading the verses because the sound vibration is pure. And when it's chanted purely, it has an effect on the consciousness. It raises the consciousness away from the material energy into the spiritual energy. So, and around us, we are constantly being bombarded by material sounds in the form of other people's useless dialogue or just talking in general. So if we connect with spiritual sound in the beginning of the day, the first thing in the morning through chanting and hearing, that initializes and fortifies the body, wherein throughout the day, even if we're in the realm of material energy, we won't be affected by the negativity of material energy. We'll stay transcendental, or we'll stay above the material energy. So, these are the things we can think about and understand. Stay in the spiritual energy. Stay in the Shakti of pure sound, or Sabda Brahman. You can do that. You can do that by hearing regularly classes from the pure devotees, listening to glorification of the Lord in the form of kirtan that is free from personal motivation, and reading books Transcendental knowledge comes in the form of written words, which is also sound vibration. It's sound vibrations on paper. Although we're reading the words and we're thinking they're just pieces of letters on paper, they're not. When it's spiritual sound, it has vibration, and vibration brings about a certain consciousness according to the level of vibration. So think about these things and don't allow your consciousness to be dragged down by material sounds, which is all around us. And you'll be free from this, and you'll also be transcendental to what happens in the
Hare
Any questions or comments?
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for a very nice lecture. We always learn something new. I know I did in this point too also. So dear devotees, this is the time to unmute yourself. If you have questions, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to also request that you turn your cameras on so we can relate to Maharaj, more on a personal basis. So if you have any question, unmute yourself and go for it. Or you can also raise your hand. Sorry, Maharaj, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the practices we can do to stay in contact with spiritual sound is recite loudly notable prayers. For instance, the Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakata sadmashu kalpa vriksha laksa riteshu surabir avipaliyantam lakshmi sarasya satasam brahmasevyamānam govindam purusham tamaham bhajami. Maya, there's so many verses. Alola Chandra Kadasada Mali. I can think of a few. Yat Chakshirhesu Savitam Sagalagrahanam Raja Samasta Suramurti Maseshate Sam Yagya Samritam Brahmasala Kakro Govindamari Purusham Tamaham bhajami maya ramari murti sukalani amena tishtan nānā-vatara akaro bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramam pamanyo govindam hari purusham tamaham bhajami. These are just 3 verses from the Brahma Samhita. That's a nice exercise. Just go through the whole Brahma Samhita and recite these prayers aloud so you can catch the sound vibration nicely, which captures the mind and it purifies the mind and brings the mind to the transcendental or spiritual platform. And there's many verses.
Thank you, Maharaj. It's wonderful advice.
Yeah, the Srimad Bhagavatam is full of various types of mantras and prayers. The Vedas are like that. And there's people who recite mantras all day. That's their actual service, just to recite mantra.
Hare Krishna. Sridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. When we hear this description of Sri Bhu and Nila and the description of Durga Devi, which is Nila, destroying creation, I'm a little puzzled because I thought Lord Shiva is in charge of the destruction of the cosmic universe. And so I'm a little confused about that. Where is Durga Devi's role in the destruction?
Do you think Shiva is isolated? That he gets energy from the Supreme Lord himself. Everyone is getting energy, Shakti, from the Supreme Lord. And if they manifest that energy in a certain way, that doesn't mean it's their energy. They may add to it by their own potency, but they are not the source of the energy. There's only one source of energy. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anarya Govinda Sarva-Karna-Karnam. Krishna is the source of Shiva. He's the source of Brahma. He's the source of all of the energies that these demigods use for the sake of doing their work in the material world, such as creation, maintenance, and destruction. So what we're doing is describing the energies, that's all. But the personality behind the energy is these different devas who get their power from, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everyone gets their power from Krishna. Krishna is the only source of power.
So that means Durga Devi also takes part with Shiva in the destruction.
Yeah, she's maidservant, Durga.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj. Anyone else want to ask a question? You can unmute yourself. You don't necessarily have to put your electronic hand up. You can just go ahead and talk if you want to. Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Anybody have any experiences in chanting mantras? They can relate their experiences.
I haven't, but I would definitely begin to do that because I could see the great benefit in it.
Devotees have experiences every day when they chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but sometimes they're not even aware of the experience.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else with a question? Yeah, Sridevi, please go ahead again.
I just want to answer that question which Guru Maharaj just asked. Just yesterday, as I was chanting, for the first time, I realized that focusing on Rama, I was just doing Rama, Rama, Rama. But now I'm trying to consciously pronounce Rama when I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I realized that because I'm chanting Rama correctly, I'm feeling more attracted to the chanting than before. So that was a revelation for me.
Everybody has that same experience. Yeah, about 5 years ago, I started chanting Rama instead of Ram. And now it's become more natural for me to chant Rama. And it's easier to keep concentration when you're sounding the word Rama. We have a tendency to drift off as the mantra goes by. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So pronounce it nice and clear, and with some volume if you want. And don't be in a hurry. It takes a long time to get rid of that mood of rushing through them. If we're always in that mood of getting, it becomes a stigma in our blockage and chanting the Hare Krishna. You can go fast only when you go clear. If you're not going clear, don't try to go fast. And don't try to go fast at all, just try to hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. As opposed to Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama. What kind of chanting is that? Man? It's just you're really offering it in devotion. That's just like instead of love and devotion, it's lust and commotion. That's all it is. As Bhakti Siddhanta says, it's just what we say, boiling the blood a little bit, and all of a sudden you think you're in ecstasy because you're not in ecstasy. You're just in some kind of not this ecstasy. You X'd out. Krishna says, "Oh my God, are they calling me? Are they sure?" No, they're not calling me. They're calling for prasadam, but they're chanting my name. They're calling to get done so they can do something different. Hare Krishna, Krishna. And then there's the slow guys too. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then 6 hours later, got 4 rounds to go. So chanting is an art. You have to combine hearing with attention and attention with devotion. These 3 things. Hearing, that means, what I meant to say is pronunciation, clear pronunciation. Hearing that clear pronunciation and being attentive to that sound vibration, which is hearing. And then adding the mood of devotion, which is chant from the heart, chant in the mood of crying out to Krishna to give you shelter at his lotus feet. Beg for his mercy. If you beg for his mercy, you'll get his mercy. Because he's very kind. When he sees someone really wants his mercy, it becomes like a floodgate of mercy. Then life becomes nice and easy when we get Krishna's mercy. Don't be in a hurry, pronounce clearly, and try to offer your chanting as an offering to the Lord in devotion.
Thank you, Maharaj. Amita now, Mataji. Please unmute yourself. And then after that, Sneha.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, we were talking about energies, and I would like to talk about something which I experienced during my chanting. That sometimes the chanting really becomes effortless. So I was just thinking, usually, yes, we have to put back our mind on the chanting back again. But at certain times it happens that the chanting really becomes effortless. So everything, it feels like everything is aligned in one line, and I'm not doing anything actually. It's just happening. So is that when we, the energy is what you are talking about, is that working at that time?
I think so. Sounds like it the way you describe it. It's connecting with Krishna. Just because you're chanting doesn't mean you're connected.
Mm.
You have to really put your attention in a devotional way into the mood of chanting. And that brings about connection.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Lord.
Neha.
Sneha, please. Sneha, you can unmute yourself. What happened to him? Oh, her. Oh, okay, here you go. Kick off your volume a little bit if you don't mind, Sneha. Mataji, increase your volume.
Yeah. Now it's better, Prabhupada. Am I audible?
Your voice is squeaky. No, it's squeaky.
Okay.
It's mixed with some
Now
other.
I'm audible?
Yeah, now you are.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna to all devotees. Guru Maharaj, today while doing book distribution, that one Prabhuji came to me and he asked me about why do you chant Hare Rama in the Maha Mantra. So I told him that Rama means Ra from Srimati Radharani and Ma means for Madan Mohan. So I heard in the lecture somewhere this point. So how can I explain better way next time if someone asks me this question?
Yeah, that's Radhika Raman. Radha Raman. That's for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. For the others, they may also see Rama as Lord Ramachandra. But it's Maha Mantra, therefore it's pure because it only has the names of the Supreme Lord in it. So that's in the Shastras. The Shastras write it that way. It's not like we're making up something. We follow Shastra. Lord Chaitanya chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He also chanted Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, hey. Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, hey. Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Pahimam, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Pahimam. So we follow Lord Chaitanya. He chanted Rama Raghava also. Rakshamam. He said Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Pahimam. So yeah, the Lord also chants his names, and specifically these two names, Rama and Krishna. Rama can mean the source of all pleasure. Rama can mean Raman. Rama can mean Ramachandra. Rama can mean the Lord Balaram. Depends on the mood of the chanter.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Hari Hari.
Vishabhanupuva, Kirtida, Mataji, please unmute yourself.
I have unmuted. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please kindly accept our Dandavat Pranams, humble obeisances, and very interesting class. The way you say shloks, I wish I could do even a drop in an ocean to that level. Thank you for inviting me to comment on my chanting, Guru Maharaj. by nature it is slow, but I keep in mind what you have mentioned earlier is the posture, pronunciation, and today the emphasis on saying Rama rather than Rama. So it takes me close to 4 hours to do 16 rounds, but I do focus on this getting it well, hopefully getting it where I can relish it. And I spread this during the day, majority of Mahamantras or numbers, around 8 to 10, and then through the day finish the 16. My better half, Kirtida, is opposite. She will speak next, but I have learned a lot today in terms of the emphasis on hearing, which I'm trying very hard to do, although I do have some difficulty with tinnitus, but I ignore that. I just focus on hearing. And that's what I wanted to share and wish and get your blessings on.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Continue. Just practice chanting as much as you can. After a while, practice turns into proficiency. Proficiency turns into purity. Purity leads one to the spiritual world. So, just sometimes we say, just chant. There's no reason to. You have all your rounds finished, but chant anyway. We still get it stuck in, if I finish 16 rounds, that means that's all I have to do for that day. No. Nowhere does it say that.
Thank you, Maharaj. If I can add further, 16 is the minimum, which I try and do on the beads, japa beads, and if I go for a walk, I use a counter. But if I do any Mahamantra while driving or, let's say, without being conscious of chanting, then I don't count that as my rounds. So that those are treated as extra.
That's fine. Actually, there's no such thing as extra. Extra is just a word. We should be chanting all the time. And then we can understand what is this Krishna consciousness. We're just chanting all the time. There's nothing extra about chanting.
Thank you, Maharaj, and I do appreciate that word is just what came to my mind, but like you say, it's not enough, as much as we can do.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Well, Brother Vinodini.
Oh, Maharaj, I think, if you don't mind my interrupting, Mr. Van who said that his wife was going to say something also?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Kirti does.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Koti Pranam, and all Pranam to all my devotees. Pranam Maharaj. If I am chanting, and please correct me if I do any mistake, so I can chant 4 times, and then sometimes the tongue is like a leather, it makes mistake. So can I chant 4 times and you can correct me if anything wrong?
Yeah, go ahead.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschyatar Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda And then I start Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Your chanting was nice and clear. Especially your Krishnas are really nice, really clear, right to the exact sound of the pronunciation. Very good. Continue that, and then as you're chanting like that, also start offering your chanting as a meditation upon the lotus feet of the Lord. You can add that to your mind as you're chanting clearly, that I'm offering this prayer, which is your sacred holy name, which is the manifestation of all mercy in this world, back to you in the form of this devotional service or chanting. You meditate on the Lord, meditate on his transcendental form as you chant nicely, and then the form will also appear within your mind automatically.
Thank you. And when I chant, I sit in front of my our Gauranitais, and I see, look at him, and then I try not to close my eyes, just see the top of the nose, and then I start chanting. If I close the eyes, then after 3-4 rounds, I feel sleepy. So I don't do that. Try not to close my eyes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The main thing is to hear and chant clearly.
With your mercy, I am here. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Haribol. Haribol.
Radha Vinodini Mataji, please unmute yourself and ask a question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to you. I would like to ask a question about the meditation of the chanter and the reciprocation of the Lord. Because sometimes I hear that devotees in ISKCON should have a certain type of meditation, like meditating on the two-armed form of the Lord. And sometimes I hear that whoever would like to approach Krishna can join ISKCON. So what should be our meditation, and how the Lord reciprocates according to that?
I think you may have to repeat the question, Maharaj. Please.
No, I heard it.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Say it again.
You mentioned that the Lord reciprocates according to our meditation while chanting. And sometimes we hear that we should have such and such type of meditation, like meditating on the two-armed form of the Lord. But sometimes we hear that we can meditate on anything. So how should we understand this?
Yeah, you should just clearly hear the sound, that's all. The forms will come into your mind if you're chanting clearly. That'll happen automatically. If you've been away from the temple for a long time, it may be hard, but if you're going to the temple regularly, you'll see, as soon as you close your eyes, you'll see the form of the Lord immediately.
I see. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about that, because I've heard this in one class that we actually, most of us are not able to meditate on the form of the Lord because it's mostly our imagination of the Lord. And
No, It's something that comes automatically and not something you can adopt.
Mhm.
Yeah, where's our host there? Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, go to Srimad Bhagavatam, fourth
okay.
canto, eighth chapter, text number 34. No, text number, what is it? 4835. Yeah.
4835. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 4835.
Bhagavatam.
Yeah, go to the purport, the last paragraph in the purport.
Yeah. 4, 8, and I'm going to 35 now.
Okay. 2.
4, 8, 35.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare,
To the
Hare
end of the
Rama,
purport.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
That should be it, man.
Let me see.
4, 8, 35.
Let's see, then, no, this is not the verse. Let me see if
Okay.
I can remember the actual verse. It's 4, 8. Do. Try 4, 8. $30. Let's see.
Is it that every man should act like this, Guru Maharaj, about the 3 levels of...
No, that's 4, 8, 34. This is, try 4, 8, 30. Let me see what's that one. It's in relationship to what it's saying here. No, this is not easy. Where is that verse? 4, 8, 30. 30, I don't know, 36, 37, maybe.
Okay, well, I think I'll just scroll from here. Is that all right if you look at English translation only?
No, you have to go to the purports.
Purport, okay.
Yeah. Go to 4, 8, 30. Let me see, 36. I'm going to try that one. No, that's not it. The 4, 8, 37. Where is that? Oh, 4, 8, 50. Maybe it's 4, 8, 50.
Okay. That's not
Mhm.
4837. That's 4837 now.
Let me get my Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll find it. 1 minute.
Is it 51? The Lord is always smiling. Devotee should constantly see the form, Lord in this form, as he looks very mercifully toward the devotee.
Could be, but my eyes wants to look at his notes. So.
Say it again, Sridevi.
The Lord is always smiling, and the devotee should constantly see the Lord in this form, as he looks very mercifully toward the devotee. In this way, the meditator should look toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the bestower of all benedictions.
And that's not all. It talks about how one should not adopt the form of the Lord in the mind, but it will come automatically to the chanter. It's in that same area. I'll get it. 4, 8, 30 something. I'll get it. 4, 8. Let me see. It's amazing. I remember this verse all the time. I can't remember it now. Isn't that amazing? Let me see, 36. No. Let's see. or something.
It's 4853, Guru Maharaj.
That's it. You got it. Okay. Read for the last paragraph, 4853. That's it.
You read, right?
You read.
Another point established in this verse is that meditation should be carried on with the chanting of a mantra. Chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is the easiest process of meditation in this age. As soon as one chants the Hare Krishna mantra, he sees the forms of Krishna, Ram, and their energies. And that is the perfect stage of trance. One should not artificially try to see the form of the Lord while chanting Hare Krishna. But when the chanting is performed offenselessly, the Lord will automatically reveal himself to the view of the chanter. Therefore, the chanter has to concentrate on hearing the vibration, and without extra endeavor on his part, the Lord will automatically appear.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now it's clear.
It's clear. Yeah, I just catch myself sometimes that I think that I have to add something. It's so easy to think like that, like emotions, like imagination or whatever. But yes, I always have to remind myself that the sound itself is already Krishna, so there is nothing to add, actually.
Yeah. The idea is to try to go deeper into the sound, and then as you go deeper, the Lord will reveal his different manifestations, his forms, his qualities, his pastimes.
Yes, thank you so much.
It says, when the chanting is performed offenselessly, the Lord will automatically, when you try to place the form into the mind, you may place it there for a little while, but it'll disappear. You can't hold it. Won't be possible. But if you're chanting offenselessly, it would come automatically.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. It's clear now.
We're right there. 53. Yeah, that's the verse.
I'm going to stop the sharing then. Hare Krishna. Shakshi Mataji?
Thank you. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you and the assembled devotees. When we chant and when we associate with the devotees, I feel like my anarthas, they surfaces, and also they are quite recognizable. So at that time, how do we deal? Because that literally brings our consciousness down. So
yeah, just let it go. When you're in that atmosphere, you're becoming purified, and when the impurities come to the mind, you just let it go. When you boil the butter, becomes ghee, and on the top, the impurities float to the top. Just give them off and leave the pure ghee. Just if you focus on all the negativity, then you're actually feeding it. So when it comes up, just let it go. Come back to the sound, come back to the proper consciousness, that's all. Yeah, I'm trying to tell devotees over and over again, don't focus on negativity. Focus only on, if negativity comes into your mind, replace it with something spiritual, something transcendental. Why do we get so disturbed when these negative things come? They're going to come. This is Kali Yuga. Even if it's not coming from you, it may come from the environment because the age is so polluted anyway. Just let it go. Turn off the channel. That's all. Close down the sound vibration. If you want to stay in that sound vibration, then I'm suffering. And then, you'll continue to suffer. You have to remember your negativity is not you. It's just a shadow of who you are. The shadow is not you. You're pure spiritual energy who has a loving relationship with Krishna, free from anything else. But when these other things come up due to the association with the material energy, what are you going to do? Oh, that's so terrible. I'm so horrible. Look what's happening. Forget it. Just let it go. Stay away from negativity. 100%. If it comes, turn it off. If it comes back, turn it off again. Just focus on Krishna, positive, good thoughts, proper spiritual consciousness. Don't focus on negativity. If it comes, just realize it's just due to the fact that maybe we still have some contamination. All right, so let it go. How many times I got to say that? I've been saying that since the beginning of this class 5 years ago. And still we can't get it. Don't become despondent, overwhelmed, bummed out, depressed by the movements of the material energy. Just let it go. It's Krishna consciousness. It's not, like anything other consciousness. Just bring Krishna to the consciousness. When bad thoughts come in, think about good things. When some person's negativity disturbs you, look for their good qualities. When something comes to you showing you what are some of your impurities, just let it go. If you focus on the impurities, you give them strength. And then they grow. If you don't, just like a little kid, he's making all kinds of noise in the house. And so the mother is trying to do her work. After some time, she just lets him go and makes all kinds of noise. She goes on with her work. She ignores him. He's trying to get attention. That's all. So these things are just trying to catch your attention. Don't give them attention. That's up to you. No one else can do it for you.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. That is really very helpful, and that's an important instruction for focus.
Yeah. Anytime any negative thoughts come, turn off the channel. There's a lot of channels. If you want to stay on channel, MAYA, then you can stay there.
Hare Krishna. Okay.
And she'll give you a lot of broadcasts, and it'll be endless broadcasts. She's radio 24/7.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Right, there's some comments and questions in the chat now. I'll start reading. One is from Vishava Prabhu. First is a comment. Hare Krishna Dev Gurudev and all Vaishnavas. The comment is the instruction of Gurudev to offer the Mahamantra to Krishna as the offering to him for his satisfaction made my japa explode. I'm very happy and grateful for that instructions, Gurudev. And then he's got a question. The question is, Gurudev, Golok planet is divided into 3 sections, Dvārakā, Mathurā, and Vrindavan. I'm aware of the significance of Dvārakā and Vrindavan, but why is Mathurā more spiritually superior than Dvārakā? What is the role of Krishna there? And did he have any relationship with the women of Mathurā like he did with the queens and the gopis? Please kindly enlighten us.
No, Mathura is his birthplace. The Lord appeared in Mathura. That's the Janmastan. Yeah, Mathura is, Mathura is much higher than Dvārakā, much higher.
Because the Lord appeared there? Is that what the reason?
Yeah, well, let's see. Go to Nectar of Instructions.
Okay.
Verse number 8, I think it is. Or maybe 9. Let's see.
Okay.
Or maybe 10.
We'll do
Try 8,
Nectar.
9. I think it's 9 or 10, but anyway, go from 8, 9, and 10 to see.
All right. Nectar of Instruction. Oops. Just on my. Here you go. Nectar of Instruction 8. You said? Yeah. Okay. 8. Back to sharing.
Might not be 8.
Well,
but
we can
explore them.
Yeah. So anyway, 8, that's that one.
No, I don't think it's 8. Okay, go to 9.
All right, move back.
Okay, here you go. You got it. Read it, somebody.
Okay. The holy place known as Mathurā is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Mathurapuri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan because of Krishna's Rasa-Lila pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Kṛṣṇa and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Radha Kund, Sri Radha Kund, stands supreme for it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prema of the Lord of Gokula, Sri Kṛṣṇa. Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kunda, which is situated at the foot of Govardhan Hill?
So you see Dvārakā anywhere in there?
No.
So Mathurā is even superior to the spiritual world, Vaikuntha. Because the Lord appeared by Mathurā. So take this verse as the gradations of superiorities in terms of the holy places.
Text 9, okay. All right. Let's stop sharing now.
Okay.
And there's more still, with no hands up yet, so there's more still in the chat. He also made another comment. I'd like to remind myself to be determined to chant as service to Krishna and Guru, to be enthusiastic because his will to bring me to my original state, and patient because the process is gradual and I need to endeavor day after day. I hope this is the correct way to think.
Yeah.
I don't know what, yeah, okay.
That's one way to phrase it, but that's the correct way.
Hare Krishna. There's another one in the chat. So
no, we got from Srimati, got to raise her hands.
Oh, okay, I just looked up. Srimati Mataji, please go ahead. After that, and I'll read what's in the chat.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, my humble obeisances to you all. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class, a nice discussion. I have a question like, so since few years I'm into Krishna consciousness and I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So what about the other impressions on my mind? Like the previous impressions, like when we used to watch movies and listen to movie songs, and so many types of other sound impressions are already there in my mind. I fear that by the time of death, they'll not be going off, or if they are still remaining in my mind on the background. So I'll not be purified completely to go back to Godhead. So how it will work, Maharaj?
Hey, just don't, they come up again in your mind, as I said, just ignore them, that's all.
Okay.
Each time they come up and you ignore them, they'll come up less. And gradually they'll not come up at all.
Okay.
But if you like to go back into the past and start playing around with them again, then you'll start to energize them again.
Mm.
Thoughts are energy sources. Wherever you put your thoughts, you're applying a certain energy, and that energy will cause a certain type of experience, which will cause a certain type of feeling based on the experience.
So eventually those thoughts or those impressions on a mind, they will fade away or they will go off eventually, Maharaj?
Yeah, as time goes on, they'll become less. But if you want to go back and start remembering them, then you're again feeding them. The less you don't remember them, the less they'll come back. Because impressions stay in the subtle body in the unconscious part of the mind. And without any notice, they may just appear at any time, either in dreams or just in any kind of waking situations.
Mm.
Yeah, the mind keeps these things, but there's things in your life that you've been connected with you've completely forgot. So you can also come to the point of completely forgetting these things.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Okay, thank you, Maharaj.
When something is connected with song, it has a greater impression on the mind.
Yeah. Yes.
And if there's emotion attached to the song, then it's even stronger.
Mm. Yeah. Okay, Maharaj. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? No? Okay. There's comments, quite a number of comments in the chat section. And all right, so this one is from Rasa Vilasini Radha Devidasi. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj and everyone, just sharing experience. When I used to chant Bhagavad Gita Shloka recitation, Shashtakam, and Sri Krishna Ashtakam, Purusha Shukta, Sri Shukta, Narayan Shukta, Upanishad Shloka, that was an amazing feeling. When I used to study, the environment itself would change, but I've stopped now, and now I feel that I should start again. I have a PDF that everyone can read, but it's in Hindi. If anyone wants it, I can send it. Okay, so you put it out for everybody. Hare Krishna. Okay. It's okay. For me, Vitāsura is such a nice example of not focusing on negativity. He is a devotee stuck in a demon's body. Indra wants to kill him. And in the heat of the battle, instead of focusing on his terrible circumstances, he just starts to glorify the Lord and the association of devotees, etc. So these are comments. I don't think there's a question here. That's all. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
You can
I don't
stop
know what.
now.
Yeah, I don't know whether you'd want to do any chanting now. We can tell the
All right.
chant.
We can chant for a little while. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, that's obvious to us. That's why I was asking first.
But so I'll go as long as I can, and then I'll disappear.
Okay. Srimati Mataji, I've made you co-host, so you can start video on it whenever you know what to do. So
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Okay, Jai Sri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivas, Gaur, Bhaktivinoda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Wee. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna